Good day, friends. Today's class, we want to see stoichiometry, and we're solving series of questions in the topic we have started. So you need to pay attention, as this will be my first video on stoichiometry. Stoichiometry means calculations in chemistry. Look at this. JAMB 1987, question 4. In the reaction, calcium carbide and true water, calcium gives calcium hydroxide plus acetylene. What is the mass of solid calcium carbide needed to produce 1000 cm³ of acetylene gas at STP? The word STP means standard temperature and pressure, and these are the results and the information needed to solve this question. The question is already balanced. The equation is already balanced. So what is the mass of solid calcium carbide? I do tell my students that whenever you are solving problems on calculations in chemistry, you need to ask yourself, what information did the examiner ask us to get? And what information did they supply? In this question, the examiner focus is on calcium carbide. And another information is 1000 cm³ of acetylene gas. These are the information the examiner is asking us to solve, to get in the calculation. So what I do tell my student is, if you are giving mass, mass will be in your solution. If you are giving volume, volume will be in your solution. So in this question, the two parameters given are the mass and the volume. Those are the two things. You don't need any other information. Let's solve it. We are given mass of solid calcium carbide. So we go calcium carbide. This is calcium carbide. Let's calcium carbide. And we are asked to get the mass. So we write mass under it. And the next one is 1000 cm³ of acetylene. This is acetylene. It's given in volume. Acetylene, that's the C2H2 volume. Once you can produce what the examiner is asking you to do, you are halfway to the solution. So the next thing is, they said mass and volume. So let's get the mass at let's get the relative molecular mass of calcium carbide. So we have calcium is 40. We have 40 plus carbon is 2. That's 2 into bracket 12. So that will give you 40 plus 24, and that's 64 grams. That's the mass. Giving us the volume. The volume here at STP is 22,400. Right, 22,400. That's the first. That is the first thing you do in solving the question: mass and volume, and these are at STP. The next thing is that, what is the mass of solid calcium carbide? This is calcium carbide. You make it X. That's what the examiner asks us to get, and which will produce 1000 cm³ of acetylene. You write 1000 cm³ here. So you see that the rest is just to cross multiply. See as I'm solving it. So once you cross multiply, you have 22,400. X is equals to 64 times 1000. So you divide both sides by 22,400. You have 22,400 x over 22,400 equals to 60. Let's multiply this one. This one means 64,000 over 22,400. So we will get the value of x. 20 cancel 20. Let's see if we will get the information given in the question. We have 640 divided by 224. 640 divided by 224. We have 640 divided by 224. So we have 2.85. That's 2 0.85. So since we are getting mass, it will be grams. So let's see the options. 2.85, this is 3.8, this is 2.9, 2.02. When we approximate the mass, we have 2.9 grams. So you can see the way I've solved this problem. The information is very, very vital. If we are sincere with ourselves, the information I have shared here is very, very vital. The best you can do right now is to share this information so that the information will get to the less privileged. I believe you have gained something in this video. See you in my next video. Bye.